Hello everyone, it's Shannon with Shannon's Crafty DIYs. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm in another really fun collaboration. This one is called a Fruity Summer Picnic Challenge. It is hosted by Megan with the Crafty Quinn and Savannah with SavvyCraftsWithSavannah. I will get into their descriptions in just a little bit in the video, but for now, my take on this picnic theme is watermelons. So I have 5 different DIYs that are all watermelon theme. I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Let's begin with DIY number 1. So I'm just taking one of these crates from the Dollar Tree and I'm just going to take some of my Waverly antique wax and just give it 1 coat of paint, and then I usually just use my hair dryer to speed up the drying time. So once that is all dry, I'm just going to take some of this awesome fabric that I got from the Dollar Tree. Remember this one? I got the pineapple one as well and the flamingo. Yay, I get to use it, guys. So I'm just going to unfold it and I'm just going to use the crate and just place it on top just to measure how much fabric I am going to need. So you see here, I'm just measuring it out and then I'm just going to cut what I need with scissors. So you remember these embellishments that I got from the Dollarama? I think they were so cute. I used the green one in a previous DIY. Remember the gumball machine that I'd made? So now I get to use them, and here I am just deciding which color I thought would go better with the watermelons. They are both super cute, but I think I'm just gonna go with the green here. I just loved the little tassels on this thing. It was so cute. So I'm just going to hot glue it just to the edges of the, now we're gonna call it a blanket if you guys got that already. And just repeat the steps on all 4 sides. Okay guys, is this not just so freaking cute? I wish they had more of this fabric that I can make this into an adult size version for myself. So now I'm just gonna place it into the crate, just kind of messing it around just until I get it to the way I want. I'm going to show you this quickly. For the first 3 DIYs, including this one, I'm going to show you what they all look like together at the very end of the 3rd DIY. So stay tuned for that photo. So I'm going to attempt to make my own version of watermelons. I had some of these fillable Easter eggs from Easter, so I'm going to paint them green. Now, each one of them had a little hole at the bottom. I guess it's also just to keep it aired out if you do fill it with chocolate and stuff like that at Easter. That's what I'm assuming. But so I'm just going to put the toothpick in, and this way it just helps me support the egg and I have a little bit better control to paint it. So I'm not going to show you everything, but it does take 2 coats of the green paint. I just used the leaf green by the Deco art from Dollarama. Now here it is, the 2nd coat is still wet. So the trick that I'm going to do is, so with the leaf green, the first 2 coats, I actually added a dot of the black acrylic paint to make it a little bit darker. So I'm going to use the same leaf green, and it is a little bit lighter, but I'm not adding any other colors to it. And I'm just going to paint some little squiggly lines into the egg. So that way it kind of gives you that tone on tone look, and it gives you that 3D effect like a watermelon has. So here they are all dried. They are so cute. Wait till you see them in the basket at the end of the 3rd DIY. So moving on to the 2nd DIY, I am just going to make, for the longest time I've always wanted to make a blanket ladder. Craig has made me an official blanket ladder for Christmas, which I am so happy about. I just wanted to make a little one for the countertop or a tier tray. So I'm just using some dowel rods from the Dollar Tree. I'm using the large ones. I'm using 2 large, and then I'm going to use 3 of the smaller dowel rods. And here I am. I'm just making a makeshift ladder, like the measurements, just kind of eyeballing everything. But in order to make it straight, I'm just using one of those 4x4 canvases to make sure that the 2 long dowel rods are parallel to each other. And then I'm just gonna measure 8 centimeters in between each dowel, the smaller dowel rods, and I'm just gonna use some hot glue to seal everything. So I'm not going to show you here, but I'm just using the antique wax in Waverly. I'm just giving the ladder one coat of paint. And to make sure everything is sealed properly, the hot glue does definitely seal it, but I'm just going to add some jute twine around each corner. So 6 in total. And I'm just going to kind of crisscross the jute twine just to give it a little bit of a pattern. So here you just see me tying the 2 ends together. However, I also added some hot glue as well. And so this is what it looks like all finished. So of course the blanket ladder needs a blanket. So I'm gonna make another blanket using the watermelon fabric. I'm not making it the same way I made the first one. This one, all I'm doing is just cutting out a rectangle. I'm going to fold each side over. That way I have 4 rows of watermelons visible on the outside. The reason is I only have so much of this green embellishment left. So I'm just going to make a faux blanket and hot glue the rest of the tassels to the bottom, and I'm just going to overlap it and hot glue the remaining pieces on the other side. So remember, I just have one more DIY to show you before I show you all of those first DIYs put together. So DIY number 3, I am just going to take one of these banners that I got from the Dollar Tree. There's 6 in a package, and it also comes with the jute twine. So you see here that they're all attached. You just have to peel them apart. But I am going to make this stretch out a little bit, and I'm going to make 12 smaller triangles. So you see here, I'm just taking a lid off a mason jar, and just because I want to have a nice round edge for the top of my watermelon, you'll see in just a moment what I'm doing. So just keeping them all together, you can easily cut through this, and that way you have all 6 pieces evenly cut. And then after I cut those out, I'm just going to use the remainder of the canvas and cut out another set of 6 triangles. So here are the 12 pieces that I was able to get out of that banner. There was still some canvas left if I wanted to make some really tiny triangles as well. I could make like even a smaller banner for another tier tray or something. So always keep your fabric just in case. And if you never use it, you can always toss it, right? So I'm just going to take that lid again, and I'm just going to make 3 lines on each triangle just to draw out the rind of the watermelon and also to know where the center of the watermelon is. So to make the rind, I'm just going to use the leaf green just with a little bit of the black. Now you will notice at the end with the final banner, I did lighten the rind more to a turquoise, light turquoise, just because I thought it went better with the blanket. But again, you guys can customize this to whatever you like, right? So that is all of them done with the rind, and now I'm just going to do the center. So I did some white and red. I kind of wanted to make it a little bit pink, but I don't have very much white acrylic paint left, and you guys know I cannot get any right now. So that paint bottle is like liquid gold to me right now. So it is my banner is going to be a little bit more red than pink. So here I am. I'm just going to make the seeds on the watermelon. A trick here is just to use the end of a toothpick and just dab it into the black acrylic paint and just hand draw your seeds. So easy, guys. Don't stress about these too much. So you see here what I mean with the turquoise rind. Guys, how freaking cute are these watermelon slices? So here I am. I'm just taking some of the jute twine that came in the banner package. Now I'm going to make a banner, 2 banners to be precise. You guys remember at Valentine's, I have a wall in our kitchen that has 2 shelves, and that is going to act as like my tier tray right now. So the top shelf is a little bit smaller than the bottom one. So the top shelf gets 3 watermelons and the bottom shelf gets 4 watermelons. And again, just hot gluing them where I want. And then the excess jute twine, I'm able to just tie it to my shelves. You'll see in just a second. Yay, look at this banner, guys. I love these watermelons. Oh, this is totally getting me in the summer vibes right now. I cannot wait to just, I don't even know. We can have a picnic right now during COVID, I'm pretty sure. We can sit in a public spot as long as we're 6 feet away from people, right? How adorable. All right, so DIY number 4. And remember, everything is going to tie in together on my shelf. So wait till the very end to see the whole thing all put together. So I am going, speaking of tier trays, I am going to make a mini tier tray. I've had these plastic trays, I'm telling you, for years. You guys saw the sticker. It was from the Christmas tree store. I cannot go to the States right now, as you guys know. So I've had those things probably at least for 5 years. Never knew what to do with them. Just always thinking I was going to host and use them as appetizer bowls. So I'm just taking that, the wooden dowel rod is actually from one of the paint sponge brushes from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just using it. So I actually cut off a third of the rod. You don't see it here, but what I'm doing is I'm just going to paint the center rod like a watermelon. How adorable is this, guys? So you see here the other piece, I found these wooden rings. I've had them for a while. I've hauled them before. You've seen it. And I just used the other third of the dowel rod, hot glue those two together. And I'm just using the same green that I used for the rind, and I'm going to paint that. Look at this, guys. How adorable is this? How cute is this? I just added some watermelon Sour Patch Kids to it. Adorable. So guys, remember this video is in collaboration with Savvy Crafts with Savannah and Megan with the Crafty Quinn, who you know I have done a collab with before. This challenge is called the Fruity Summer Picnic Challenge, and I am so excited. So I'm going to leave their links. So please go ahead and go to their channels and say hi from me. So last DIY, super simple DIY. Remember I had this hanging planter that I got from the Dollarama? I've already filled it with those marbles. They just remind me of ice cubes. So I'm just removing the existing jute twine that comes with it. I am going to reuse this later on as a hanging basket, but for now I'm just going to use it in my collaboration video. So just adding some more of my own jute twine. I want to make a handle on the bucket, and I'm just going to use the existing knots that I cut off from the previous jute twine, and I'm just going to hot glue everything in place. Okay, check out these candies from the Dollarama. Do you guys remember these Coke bottle gummies from our childhood? And look at these 4D gummies. They look like margaritas. So here I'm just adding some of the Coke bottles to the cooler. How fun does this look? Okay, I couldn't pass this up. Look at this one with the watermelon. Oh my goodness. So this is the end of this collaboration video, guys. I had absolutely a blast doing this video. This is definitely getting me into the mood of the summer, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please, I'm going to leave the link to the playlist down in the description box, and I'm going to leave the link to the hosts of this collaboration as well in the description box. Please go over and say hello. Remember, guys, I do post videos every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. I would love it if you guys could hit that subscribe button and just give it a big thumbs up if you guys liked what you see. Hope you guys have a fabulous day. See you guys later. Bye.